And here we go. So, we have a fire. Oh yeah, we have a fire. That's okay. I'm gonna send the fire department there. And let's follow the fire truck since we got nothing better to do right now. Just like that. I don't know, I like following the apparatus as they go towards the call. That's always nice to see. I wonder though why the vehicles, once you have modded sirens on them, why they lose the ability to turn off their sirens as they go and do not need them. So that would be an interesting thing to find out, and maybe oh, when we have a medical emergency at the same time here, so we're gonna respond accordingly. And I'm thinking we're just gonna do enough missions here for those 11,500 credits, and then we're gonna call this episode good, because oh, look at this tree. But the fire department is almost here. ETA less than 15 seconds. Engine 1 on scene. So now they should actually hook up to the pump. At least one of them will hook up to the pump, I hope. Yes, here we go. And I would have loved to see that this is the first choice, that they hook up to the engine first and then hook up to hydrants second. But as I said, those are small things. Maybe a mod in future days will rectify that situation. Man, that was quick. Well, I guess they had 3 lines going. Time to take care of this problem here. I always love when you have 15 people standing around doing nothing. The poor guy is laying in the rain. You could have a tarp over him, or you could have something that shelters him against the rain. But no. Why would you? That would just be silly. And again here, I hate to point out the obvious, but the reflections, look at this. Although one could argue that there shouldn't be those reflections, but I mean, hey. You gotta give and take. It's all a give and take in life. Oh, building collapsed. That's gonna give us a little bit of, whoa. That's gonna give us a little bit of work to do. I'm gonna take care of that. Oh, I think the fire is... Oh, never mind. Never mind. But we do need a crane on the scene, as well as several ambulances. With a heavy-duty tow truck. That is not a heavy-duty tow truck. That is actually in crane, a mobile crane. There is a difference between a wrecker and a mobile crane. I don't know why that difference is not apparent to them, but oh well. Oh well. How we doing here fire-wise? Well, that's not too bad, no, it's just... all that is 2 cable spools on fire, so that's okay. course we want to get here those people with the crush injuries rescued as soon as possible, but you should not remove those pieces that crushed them before before the ambulance is on scene. And just because the pieces that crushed them right now are pretty much acting like a like a tourniquet, if you will, or could act like a tourniquet, if you will. They could, or like a compression bandage, or compression dressing, I guess you could say. And as soon as you remove the pressure from the wound, then there is a chance that the person just starts bleeding out within minutes. So you always want to have emergency personnel or EMS personnel already on scene when you start to remove anything that's crushed. On that same token, if you ever come up to it, and I hope you don't, but if you ever come up to somebody who got crushed by a trailer, unfortunately happens quite often, especially in Europe with those pin-lip trailers that have obviously no landing gear. And people get in between the trailer and the truck and are squeezed in between that. Do not remove the pressure until the emergency services are there, even though the person might cry out in pain. Just because whatever is crushing them at the time is keeping pressure on the wound, and if there is any injury, actually, you know what, we're gonna send, oh no, we don't have the van yet, lucky you guys, lucky you. Yeah, just keep the pressure there, because otherwise you risk losing that person in a hurry. Oh look, they are still here. So this was my little the ABCs of first aid with the NorthernAlex. There's a name for a new series right there. Gentlemen, would you please? There's a hydrant right beside him, that's good. Let's see how badly he is injured. I also love the fact now that you can see a first diagnosis that the emergency doctor has on the scene as soon as he starts treating the victim. As will be evident here in just a second. Fracture to the base of the skull. Well, that is very unfortunate, to say the least. No, I wanted the ambulance here. What's with you? Oh, right, the hooligan. Oh man, look at this. And another one down. Well, as drunk as he is, but boy oh boy, he's a nuisance, alright. So we're just gonna stay with him here. Okay, the buck stops here. Stop your behavior or you will be mazed. Told ya. On the ground, buddy. You're done for. Haul him away. Okay, so now we're gonna take care of those here first. Oh no, they probably left my emergency doctor on the scene. Of course they did. Of course they did. So let's free that last person here. There we go. Hello there. That was a little bit weird. Well, we're gonna send a mobile unit here or one in a flying car there, just so we can make sure that those people get treatment in a timely fashion. That looks more like it. So that is therefore a Liebherr-Crime. Doesn't say it on it, but the way this cab moves with the with the outrigger is very unique to Liebherr cranes. And you can actually return to base at this point. You might as well do some traffic control here, because it seems like... Well, it's actually nice that they are lining up behind him. What are you doing? There you go. I wonder where they are going to go. Oh, the smart car is so confused right now. Interesting way of turning too. Well, let's see. We got him there. So we should be able to wrap this up here in a hurry. Pick him up, please. Oh man, sometimes I wonder. There we go. So where did that smart car disappear now to? Darn it, I didn't see it. And I really wanted to see where he's going. I guess nowhere. Well, that's okay too. Alright, so we got one arrested. Now we gotta take care of all those people that are injured here. Shouldn't be too bad though, I mean. Him, I would assume he has a broken hand. Or a broken arm, either or. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right. And... broken arm. There we go. And he has probably some abdominal problems. Let's see if that's true. Wow, that wasn't very long diagnosis and or treatment. Although honestly, broken arm, if it's not an open fracture, put a splint on him, you maybe put an IV in him to get some fluid into him if in case he's going into shock. And other than that, you put some analgesics in him, and then you're done. So he has internal bleeding. There we go. You can go ahead. Where is that third victim though? Let's zoom in and see. So he's back here somewhere. Okay, yeah. That works. Gonna send one more ambulance, but we do not need to send a doctor. Yeah, you guys do me a favor and wait. Because I want to send that doctor right with you. Okay, here we go. There. Perfect. And we're gonna go back here and see. He probably has internal bleeding as well. But we'll see. Nope, fractured to the base of the skull. And I should have kinda guessed it the second he used his flashlight, because that's usually a pretty good indication. Now obviously that's just because of the game, but if you suspect anything related to the brain, then you want to check if the pupils are dilating the same way. Or in the same manner. They should be pretty much the same, and if they are not, then you can be fairly certain that you have some kind of brain injury, some kind of trauma to the brain. So you want to treat that then accordingly. Oh, I have now two emergency doctors there, so that would be the reason why that didn't make any progress. Oh, fair enough. So here we have now our ambulance arrived. Don't tell me that ambulance took off. Oh no, of course, I need one more ambulance. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I wanted to try something. I'm gonna try that next time. I'm gonna try this with this one. No, I'm not gonna try that with this one. I'm gonna try that with the ambulance that's on the way up there. Let's see. I'm gonna make it's a little test here of mine. Because as you can see now, they don't use the siren, so I wonder if I manually send them up there, if they're still gonna use the siren all the time or not. Hey. Whoa, he's motoring alright.